Well, it's May 30th. It's Thursday, and it's 7 o'clock in Manitoba. And that means another episode, another opportunity to hear about age reversing health with my co host and 38-year health consultant, Judy Friesen. Tonight, you've been hearing us talk about X39, which is, one of our number one patch. It is the number one patch in Lifewave, and the reason why people are experiencing age reversing health. But tonight we're going to do a 30,000-foot flyover over all the other patches in Lifewave and what they can do for you. So without further ado, let's get this show started. Well, I enjoy that video. 38 seconds that gets you going. And, you see the word technology appear in there a lot, but we are here to connect heart to heart with you because we want to share with you the wonderful benefits of our LifeWave product, the all natural, most advanced light therapy, light technology in the world. And I want to help you explain that. And we're going to get into it and welcome Judy Friesen to the stage. Hello, Judy. How are you doing today?
Hello there. Good evening. I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, doing well, doing well. Got my patches on. Today was a challenging day. I had missed a couple of days, which is important that we stay consistent. We talk about that a lot. But today I had a great day. I put on an Eon patch. I had an X39, X49. I had my IceWave patch to do a little bit of pain, and I even put the SP6 patch on. So that's a lot of information. And tonight we're going to talk about that in a little more depth, Judy, aren't we?
That's right. Yeah, we've got a host of wonderful products that are very specific to helping people beyond the foundational patch, which we call the X39. There's a lot of other help that we can provide. And we're excited. I'm excited about being able to do a 30,000-foot flyover, as you said.
Yeah. And David Schmidt does this in 9 minutes and 17 seconds on a YouTube, which we can post later on. But we're going to do it a little bit more justice and try to get into it. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen here and introduce you folks to the rest of the family. X39 travels with an entourage of products. And here you're seeing the example of that. This is in our back office, in our store. And I'm just going to see if I can enhance this a little bit better. Well, are we seeing a full screen there, Judy? Is that good for you?
Yeah, that's really good. You can see you and I, just a small one on the side. But if you wanted to bring up each patch a little larger, you could click on it, and that would really.
I certainly will. Yeah, I certainly will. So wonderful. Let's just start with the star of the show. This is X39, and we've talked a lot about this, Judy. What is so incredible about X39? I mean, it is more than 70% of our business sales right now.
That's right. And the reason why we have that high 70% is because people love it and they keep ordering it. They keep wanting it because they recognize that this patch is such a good deal for the dollar, because it actually clinically is proven to improve and enhance 8 areas of the body. It's not all written down necessarily there, but 8 areas of the body is a pretty good deal. So it's enhancing the body, it's helping the body systems, it's helping the repair cells of the body to repair and rejuvenate, to reset a third of the human genome, which is a little over 4,000 genes. Carl, that is incredible to be able to say that and know that we have medical studies to back that claim up. If you are able to reset your genome, you start to notice that you start to age reverse, as we've been talking about. So this is an incredibly important patch. No matter what you're struggling with health issues, this is the first patch to start with. And then from there, you can add 1 or 2, or as in your case, 3 or 4 other ones, depending on what you're wanting to accelerate in your health journey.
Yeah. And this patch was incredible because Lifewave had already been in business for 14 years, having been established in 2004 and 2018. After years and years and millions of dollars of research and clinical studies, David Schmidt was able to do what none of the other big pharma companies could do, what no one had been able to do. And that was to come up with a method to activate GHKCU, this valuable copper peptide in our body. And although we can't say it now, we used to say that this patch activates your stem cells. And that was the game changer. And it just broke the company open wide into more than 80 countries around the world. So today, Lifewave, and X39 being the star of the show, is in more than 80 countries around the world, changing the lives of people. And as you said, resetting a third of your genome within 24 hours, this has never been done. Lifewave is a technology company based in science, and the studies show that what we used to say and what we can't say don't matter. The studies prove it, that this patch really works.
That's right. And even though we're being heavily regulated by Health Canada, we do know that people are writing in from all over the world saying that it's changed their lives. It's improving so many of their challenges, their health challenges, that there's not one health challenge that you can come up with, Carl, that won't be improved by this patch.
You know, and here you see it right there, right in front of you, folks. 90-day, 100% money back guarantee for retail preferred customers, and a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee for distributors. The company not only puts the science out there, it puts a guarantee. And in the health industry, that's almost unheard of, to get a money back guarantee on any kind of health product that you want to try. You're kind of like in it for a penny, in it for a pound. There's no money back guarantee on health products, but Lifewave is just different in so many different ways.
Yeah, that's right. It's a really good product to start with. It's a no-brainer. It's kind of like a broad spectrum. You've heard of broad spectrum antibiotics. Well, this is a broad spectrum patch. It addresses everything from cardiovascular to energy to memory to muscle, to repair to skin, hair, nails. It really covers the gamut. And the reason why it sounds too good to be true is because if it elevates your copper peptide, that's been associated with all of these body systems and helping them to repair. So it isn't too good to be true. It is really the real deal. And we've got hundreds of thousands of testimonies to prove it.
Yeah, in our own local community of Live Younger, we have over 150,000 people that have joined our community. And it's just amazing to see the results. And so just to do a quick little summary, what people typically experience, the three main things are better sleep, improved energy, and a significant drop in pain. It is our prime patch. It is the flagship, the tip of the spear, as we say, in all that we do. So when you're joining Lifewave, we're always going to put X39 in conjunction with anything else. There's just no two ways about that one. But let's move on to another patch, because what happened after 2018 was that a couple of years later, David released, one second here, bear with me. He released another patch, which was a game changer, X49. And this is also a very incredible patch because it goes a little bit deeper than the X39.
Yep, it actually elevates a different peptide, not the copper peptide, but an AHK peptide. And that peptide seems to be really the one that helps for muscle building, flexibility, strength. It also helps with cardiovascular, so anything to do with heart or veins. And then thirdly, it is known, and the studies have proven that it helps with bone density. And the fourth final thing that's just like the cherry on the top is that it does all of this by burning fat in order to accelerate these systems. So who doesn't want to have a all natural product help to burn the excess fat off of our bodies?
Yeah, simply amazing. This was the follow-up to X39, as you said, elevating AHKCU, another valuable peptide in our body. And what was really interesting, I was reminded in reviewing and getting ready for our podcast tonight, was that in mental health, cognition is improved. And believe it or not, that X49 has been clinically proven to be a blocker to synthetic radiation. What does that mean? Let me put it to you bluntly, folks. Those of you that are on your phone, as much as many of us are, be concerned about the level of synthetic radiation that is close to your brain. X49 is proven to be a blocker for that. How valuable is that for mental health, Judy?
Oh man, it's so important for mood disorders, for mental health. It protects you from what we don't even know, the half of what all of this radiation is doing to our bodies and all of the electromagnetic forces that we are bombarded with on a daily basis, not just from the phone, but from our computers and our stoves and our fridges and our cars. They all have computer chips. They're all emitting EMF frequency. The towers outside that are allowing us to be Wi-Fi all over the place. It goes on and on. So it is very important to have something that actually protects you. And I know there's bracelets and there's things that you can wear around your neck that can help, but those don't have the same clinical studies as what this product has.
This is like wearing, I think they call them Faraday bags.
Yeah.
This is like having that shield around you. I was amazed. I had forgotten about that. What a valuable thing to have at your disposal. Just simply wearing the patch. Amazing X49 and what that does. Let's move on though, because we got a number of these valuable patches that we want to talk about. And next I want to go to Energy Enhancer. And in this particular case, we want to tell you that the Energy Enhancer is not currently available in Canada. Those of you that are watching in Canada, the Energy Enhancer patch is currently in a re-entry. We had Energy Enhancer in Canada for many years because this was the first patch developed by David Schmidt for use for the Navy SEALs in 2004. It became the launch pad for Lifewave. Talk about that for a moment, Judy, because we go all the way back 20 years now when we're talking about Energy Enhancer.
Oh yeah, this patch is really a major patch that many people use, not just to get more energy, but it helps to actually regulate the mitochondria, which is the cells in your body that are responsible for making energy. So it helps to regulate that. And even if you have lots of energy, the reason why to use this is because it helps to keep you younger. Because when your cells are producing energy, everything else works better. So this is a patch that is known to really be protective. It also helps to burn fat in order for it to work. But I love this patch because when I'm out there wanting to play my best, say at pickleball, I wear this patch. It's actually not one patch, it's a 2-patch system, a tan and a white, and instruction booklets come with the patch. So it's a great patch.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. This is one of 2 patches that Lifewave produces, which are polarity patches. So there's a brown patch and a white patch, and they are used in proximity to each other. And one of the things that happens is when Energy Enhancer is enhancing your energy, you are going to experience a rise in your energy level, and that naturally is going to cause some fat burning to occur. So that's why when people are using Energy Enhancer, they often lose weight just by having more energy.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is an interesting
thing. The other thing, Carl, that I think our audience would want to know is that this patch is generally used quite significantly when you've got people with conditions that are neurological in nature. And so, you thought those conditions where someone is shaking all the time, or someone who starts to notice that their spine, the myelin sheath around their spine is starting to disintegrate. These are serious conditions. And wearing this patch, especially if it's very serious, you'd wear them 2 sets of them actually. So 4 patches on the body, 2 tan, 2 white. This can really help significantly with the whole electrical flow and neurological issues that are happening in our day. It's just phenomenal what it can do for people.
And a lot of athletes have been spotted wearing energy enhancer because it does heighten their performance. And for those of you that are looking to take your game to the next level, maybe you're a weekend warrior, maybe you're just passionate about what you do. Could be anything physical. As you said, you play pickleball. You and Arnie, your husband, play pickleball. And this has been a game changer for you two. So highly recommend it. Unfortunately, it's not available in Canada. Hoping we'll get it back soon. But energy enhancer is just phenomenal. Love that patch. I know people that wear it constantly and they just love the patch. Let me move on though, because we have limited time here. And like I said, we are doing a quick flyover here. Let's move on to carnosine. Here is an interesting patch. We talked about this just a few weeks ago, did we not?
Yep, we sure did. Again, this one is not available currently in Canada, but once they get the name change all approved by Health Canada, we'll have it back in Canada. But this patch is a fantastic patch. It helps to elevate your natural carnosine in your body as well. It ends up helping both eye disorders, brain memory fog, memory, and muscle building. A lot of seniors need to wear this patch, not just for memory issues, but also because you have this thing called sarcopenia, or muscle wasting disease, which happens to so many seniors who end up just sitting in a wheelchair or sitting all day long, and they lose so much muscle mass. Carl, this patch helps.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a 30-day study that David Schmidt did, and it was proven to be a powerful antioxidant because it was able to elevate the natural occurring, what is it, a peptide? Yeah, carnosine is a peptide in our body. And when that happens, some pretty wonderful things happen. So athletic performance, again, brain fog is really rampant. I'm finding so many people just say, I can't remember anything. I just forget everything. I can't remember names. I can't remember dates. I go from the living room to the kitchen and I don't know what I went in there for. This is happening. And I have to say, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy, so thankful that today at age 62, my mental acumen is at its height. The ability to recall and the ability to talk and remember. What a gift that is. And it's just life happening where we lose these things. But carnosine is certainly something that, we can help with. Lifewave helps raise that carnosine level in your body. You're going to see some pretty phenomenal things happen when you see your carnosine levels going up. So let's move on to another patch. Again, one of the ones that are currently not available in Canada. I'm just going to enhance my screen here. Let's talk about glutathione. Wow. What's glutathione in our world, Judy?
Yeah, it's a major antioxidant that's really, really important for not only wound healing, but also detoxing the body of heavy metals, especially mercury. And, who doesn't have mercury in their system? Because most of us have had fillings that contain mercury. So this is a very important patch for accelerating healing, whether it's inflammation in joints or whether it is that you've had surgery. This patch accelerates that healing, but I love it for being able to be a gentle detoxification program. When I've used other products that detox, they often cause they're just very strong on the bowel and they cause major problems in the bowel. Whereas this one is using light. All of our patches are phototherapy. So because it's using light, it doesn't have the same kind of heavy duty way of detoxing, yet it still is effective. Our studies show that when they take the urine of people who have been using the glutathione patch, all of a sudden the urine has a whole lot more mercury in the urine. That shows that the body is able to finally excrete that mercury that's hiding in the tissues of the fat or in the liver.
Yeah. And this glutathione, this is the body's major detoxifier. This is a naturally occurring a peptide in our body again. And when we apply the glutathione patch, again, clinical studies, not hypertherapy, not wishful thinking, clinically proven to raise your glutathione level by 300% within 24 hours. And, compare that with a a pill form of glutathione or liquid glutathione, those percentages increases are way down from what the glutathione patch does on our bodies.
That's right.
Yeah, you're seeing an incredible patch here that does some phenomenal stuff. That's glutathione again, awaiting repackaging and renaming so we can bring it back into Canada. But man, what a powerful patch that one is. Let's move on again.
Quickly, I wanted just to add that the X39 does help to elevate glutathione in the body as well, but only between 30 to 40%, whereas wearing the glutathione patch itself elevates it up to 300%. So even though we can't get it in Canada, we know that we are activating the glutathione in our bodies through the X39, at least a minimal amount.
Yeah. So, again, let's talk about another polarity patch here, the Lifewave patch. This patch is designed to be used. It's fast acting. About 90% of people experience pain relief when wearing.
Okay, so Carl just froze. So
it's a powerful patch to wear for very acute pain. What's your experience been with this patch, Lifewave?
Lifewave is for, as you said, acute pain, and it's also a 2-patch system. It's the only other 2-patch system besides.
Well, we've got a little bit of a drag on the video feed. Can you hear me, Judy?
Yes, I can. Yeah. So the Lifewave is a 2-patch system, just like the Energy Enhancer. If it's not working, Carl, then go ahead and take over. Are you able to hear me?
Okay. So this is the Lifewave patch again used. Yeah, I can hear you fine. So a little bit of a drag on your end, but this is an amazing patch, again, using no drugs or stimulants, and it is to deal with acute pain. So in the efforts of time, let me move on to the next patch, which also deals with chronic pain, and that's the Eon patch. And I'm going to bring that one up here in just a moment. And here we have the Eon patch. Okay. Let's talk about this one because this one is very powerful. This is one of David Schmidt's favorite patches. He says, along with X39 and Eon, those patches are always on his body because we live in a constant state of inflammation.
We do. We have not only inflammation, but stress, and the body doesn't differentiate it, whether you're stressed or whether you don't even think you have stress. The body is feeling and sensing that high-paced, fast lifestyle that we all tend to be involved in. And so this Eon patch does 2 things. It calms down the parasympathetic system, which is the stress response, and it lowers inflammation. So you have got a real winner here with adding this Eon. And I must say that Eon combined at the same time with X39 really helps to elevate the action of X39 even more. So when you put them on together, you've got a synergistic program here to take care of just about almost all the root causes of why we have disease in the first place. It usually stems from having inflammation and stress. I love this patch, and I use it sometimes at night to help me sleep, or other times I'll use it during the day, but I never go pretty much no days without it.
You know, and if you've been listening to what we've been saying for the last 20 minutes or so, we have not named any diseases. We have not named any diagnosis because we don't advocate that our patches will heal, treat, diagnose, or cure any disease. What they will do is help your body balance out and return to that state called homeostasis, that perfect balance that so often our bodies are not in. The world we live in today, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, has all influenced our bodies to put us in a state of imbalance. And what our patches are doing is balancing your body. Think about your balance in your body like your balance when you're walking. When you've got that right, good things start to happen. And that's what these patches are doing. And you also see a reoccurring line. No drugs or stimulants. That's in every one of our patches. That condition, no drugs or stimulants. One interesting quick little thing on here, and I'll try to post it later, was years ago, there was a video shot with a war veteran, and this was when Eon was brought out, and this man was in a chronic pain case where he felt he didn't want to live anymore. His wife and him appear on this video, and Eon, he says, saved his life because he was able to get out of that chronic state of pain. And I'll tell you, pain just sucks. Doesn't matter who you are. It's a game changer, and this patch is simply amazing. Let me move on. Go ahead, continue on, please.
What I like about all of these patches that we've been showcasing, Carl, today is that you'll see on those screenshots that the company gives a special lower price, a special deal when you buy them in multiples of 2 or 3. And I love the fact that other than the X39 and 49, any of these patches we've been talking about, you can get them for a really good discount when you buy them in multiples of 3.
Yes, thanks for sharing that, because there is special pricing here, and we're going to talk a little bit at the end about that. But this is SP6. This is an amazing one, promoting mindful approach to maintaining a healthy appetite. How important is that in this world when we talk about cravings and people that want to lose weight?
Yeah, this patch not only helps to reduce cravings by sending the specific light that David Schmidt has figured out to put in the patch. It not only helps to stimulate the brain center where you have cravings, whether you're craving alcohol, cigarettes, candy bars, chips, or whatever it is. It not only does that in a natural, safe way, but it also helps to regulate your blood sugar. And Carl, who doesn't need your blood sugar to be stabilized when you know that we're getting sugar, even when you think you're having a no sugar diet? There's sugar hidden in all kinds of things that you wouldn't know it's there. So I love this patch for what it can do to give a person the kind of self will, the willpower. I mean, sometimes we just lack the willpower to say no. This patch gives you a whole new ability for willpower to say no, to resist those tempting things that are all around us.
As someone who battles with blood sugar, and people, you know what I'm talking about, whether you're type 1 or type 2, you know what I'm talking about. SB6 is a part of my regular routine now, and I intend to win that battle all naturally because this patch is proven to do that. So again, wonderful addition to the family of Lifewave SP6. Let's move on to a couple more in our remaining time. We've still got a couple more patches we want to cover. And again, this is not something we normally do because we're feeding you with a fire hose tonight. This is a lot of information on our patches, but we wanted to show you that we are a single product focused company, but we are a multi-product company. And these are the other patches that are part of that family. This is Silent Nights. Who doesn't want to get a better sleep? That's what that implies.
Well, not only does it imply that, but it actually sends a signal to the part of the brain that helps to make your own natural melatonin. And we used to make melatonin in bucketfuls when we were young. And, you know, you could fall asleep in an instant. You've seen your kids fall asleep in an instant. They sleep for 10 or 11 hours. But when you get older, the reason why you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep is often not only diet, but it is because your brain is just getting sluggish in making melatonin. So instead of taking it by mouth, which can often be a crapshoot as to whether you need 1 milligram or 3 milligrams or 5 or 10 milligrams, this patch stimulates your body to make the right amount of melatonin for your genetics, for your makeup.
Excellent point, because how many pills should you take? How many millimeters of any liquid should you take? You don't know. Body weight would be a factor in determining that. But what is your body's requirement? Our patches help your body regulate it naturally because by stimulating the body to produce it, the body knows how much to produce given the current circumstances under which the body is functioning. So this is an incredible patch because it will elevate your melatonin, as you say. And some people report, and studies have proven, a 60% improvement in sleep quality by wearing this patch at night. Amazing patch, again, just another one of the amazing Lifewave products that we have in this family of all natural photo light therapy patches. So what we've got left here, I think was, you know, this is a favorite of mine. And I'll tell you, it has I'm going to skip AccuLife because our time is short, but AccuLife here, okay, we'll do it quickly. This is an amazing pain relief for animals, particularly in horses. I mean, we have an amazing video showing animals being relieved by pain by simply wearing this patch. So if you're a vet out there, if you're an animal lover and your animals are experiencing pain, we've got a patch for it. Quite amazing here. So let's skip on to the last patch that rounds out the family of Lifewave, and that is the Alavita. I have come to really appreciate this patch because, first of all, it's worn in one of the most interesting areas of the body that I've never worn anything before. It's worn right in the center, popularly center of your forehead, and that, believe it or not, is where your pineal gland is located. I didn't know anything about pineal glands until I was introduced to Lifewave, but the ancients referred to it as the seat of the soul of your body. So Alavita is a anti-aging and skincare product that focuses on the pineal gland. And I find it incredible. It is also part of a skin treatment trio we call the Alavita Trio, where we have a day cream and a night cream and the patch to be worn at night. This is an amazing entourage of products because it has an inside out, outside in effect on the body. Have you used the Alavita skin treatment trio, Judy?
Oh yeah, I've been using it for at least 3.5 years now, and I wouldn't be without it. I love the organic creams. I love the fact that there's nothing bad in the creams, and then I love the fact that while I'm placing something on top of my skin to help it, the Alavita patch is actually going, as you said, from the inside out. It's actually helping to repair the wrinkles, the lines, the age spots, whatever is going on in your skin from the inside out. There's no point in just doing something topical if your body keeps undoing it by sending out all of the free radicals that are going to hurt your skin. So this patch helps not only to help your body produce more collagen in the face, but guess what? It doesn't stop at just the neck up. The patch doesn't distinguish from there. Once you put a patch on your body, it goes through the entire body. And so it actually helps the collagen everywhere. And you know what? We need collagen in our joints as we age. So I like knowing that it's helping my skin, my wrinkles, and my joints. And it also helps produce an antioxidant effect. And many naturopathic doctors are using this patch for helping women with hormonal problems, whether they're too much or too little or not enough. This patch is also used only at night, but it really helps with hormones balancing.
Well, you know what? That, again, a lot of information in a short period of time. And so I encourage you, if you want to know more about this, please get in touch with us. And here's how you can do that. I'm just going to bring up our little flyer across the bottom here. How to live long, how to live well, how to live younger. Contact us at doctalk2024@gmail.com. And Judy, being the 38-year health consultant she is, will be glad to answer any of your questions. And that's a lot of information we gave you tonight, folks. You know, in some ways I want to apologize for it. In other ways I want to say we could talk for hours yet about these patches and go into so much more detail about it. But this is our family of Lifewave. And I have never seen or experienced anything like it in my life. And I know you've been involved with Lifewave for a number of years. Talk to our audience, Judy, how they can get involved. They're going to have questions. And once we answer the questions, what are the 2 ways they can get involved with Lifewave?
Yeah, they can email us at the email address that you see at the bottom of the screen, and they can just let us know what they're interested in doing. They can just become a customer, Carl, and they can join the wholesale club, I call it, of preferred customers, and they can join that way. There's no obligation to sell it at all. It's just you take it, you use it, you love it, and you're put on a monthly auto ship, which you can change, you can skip. There's a lot of flexibility to that preferred customer program. And then they can also consider joining as a brand partner, which allows them to not only have access to special discounted kits, we call them, but also they're able to look at this as being able to build a small business out of their home, or perhaps a large one, whether they want it to be a residual income or just enough to pay for their own usage. That's what got me started. I thought, well, I'm just going to start telling a few people so I can pay for my own patches, but then I couldn't help myself. The results were so amazing. I started telling far more people than I needed just to cover my own expenses. Now I was starting to make extra income, and I think that it's really great that this company has figured out a way to help pay us back for the time that we take to tell people about this product. This is a sharing and caring business that we're in.
Yeah, absolutely. And in 2024, Lifewave is celebrating its 20th year in business. And in Dallas, Texas, in October, there are going to be 6,000 of us, which is a small fraction of the people that are involved with Lifewave gathering at our global convention, which we did last year in Orlando. And we're going to be celebrating something phenomenal because Lifewave is now a legacy company. It has proven itself in the market, having established a mile marker of 20 years in the business. It is one of the fastest growing home-based businesses and one of the fastest growing companies in the world. If we step back 4 years, we are 15 times bigger than we were 4 years ago. The kind of growth that rarely happens. And when it does, companies falter. They fail. They go into an absolute nosedive because they can't handle it. Lifewave has kept pace. David Schmidt has committed himself to advancing the company and producing the facilities and the headquarters and all of the locations we have to be able to meet the demand. And last year, we were assured by our production manager from Ireland. He said it on the stage in front of thousands of people: you cannot outsell what we can produce. So we have this great product. I've never been involved with something that had such a sense of community about it. So we're already over our time, but just a couple of minutes about community and what we do in Lifewave, Judy.
Yeah, we're in a community of people who care and who love for each other and for anyone who wants to investigate this technology. Anybody who has a question, they're not sure, they're confused, which patches do I use? We all band together, and if we don't know the answers, we find out, because we've got access to hundreds of people who have got even more experience than we do. So it is a community.
Many doctors.
Doctors, we can pick up the phone and we can call or text numerous naturopathic doctors, functional medicine doctors, acupuncturists, chiropractors. We have at our disposal an amazing, intelligent, caring community that's not in it for the dollar. They're in it because they want to see people living their full life potential.
Well, Judy, it's an absolute pleasure to work with you in my upline and the many people that are above us and the ones that have joined us now. There is no bad time to join. This is a time to join. You can join at any point and experience not only the incredible effects of the product, but if you so choose, this business opportunity is waiting for you too. Judy, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you here next week on Age Reversing Health.
Thanks, Carl.
Well, that's what it's about. That's why we rebranded this Age Reversing Health, because quite frankly, I don't think there are too many people that are prepared to talk about how you can age reverse your health, but it's been proven. We have the anecdotal evidence. We have the clinical studies to prove that Lifewave and its amazing photolight therapy patches are simply a one-of-a-kind proprietary product. And again, if you're curious at all, just to talk about it, just to ask a question, privately, we can speak a little more openly about what you're dealing with. But here we are a little more guarded. We talk about symptoms and not anything else. But write to us or make a comment here, and we'll be happy to answer your questions, because we're here to help you experience how to live long, live well, live younger, and age reverse your health. To me, that's certainly something that matters. We'll see you again here next week, Thursday, same time on this channel. God bless you. And don't hesitate for a moment to get involved with something as good as Lifewave.